Hi everyone, in this tutorial we are going to talk about debugging in C#. So whenever we have a bug in our code, we need a proper technique of identifying bugs. So debugging is very helpful when we need to understand where the bug is in our code. Also, whenever we are not sure how particular block of the code is working, we can use debugging in order to understand that better. So I've created a simple example of the application which is going to create three objects of the class book. Class book has two fields, string name and double price. We also overridden the built-in toString method. I'm going to add these three objects inside the list of books, and we're going to find the book with the name that we passed. So I've wrote the simple method which is going to do that for us. And in the end, we are checking if we found the book with this name or not. So this code has a simple bug which we are not aware of. So it won't find the book and we need to understand why that happened. So let's quickly add the breakpoint because we need a breakpoint in order to debug our application. So if I run the application, program execution will stop at this point, at this line exactly. So let's do that. As you can see, our application execution stopped and now we are able to debug. Let's first check the object. We can see the values of the fields. So we can see this object has a name book1 and this price. So let's check, let's step over to the next line. We need to use step over, and now we are going through each line of the code. We are not expecting any issues over here, so I'm going to step over that. Now, if I use step over again, we are going to skip the implementation of the method, and we want to debug actual method implementation. We need to use step into. And now we are able to debug the implementation of the method. So let's do that. Now we are checking inside the for loop. We are checking if name of the book is equal to name that we passed. So we are checking if book2 is equal to book1, which is not the case. So we need to go to the next iteration. Now we have name book2 and we have also passed name book2. So as you can see, those two names are not equal because we have upper letter over here, which is causing issues for us. We need to pass the book with upper letter. So we successfully identified the bug in our code and we need to fix it. So now I can continue the execution of the program, which means that it won't break anymore because we don't have any other breakpoint. And we're expecting this message as a result because we didn't find the book with this name. So if I continue the execution, we are going to see that we couldn't find the book. So if I quickly change this to upper letter, we'll see different output because also we are going to stop execution at this line, but we don't need that anymore because we identified the issue. So let's continue the execution. And as you can see, we got the book that we were expecting to see. So that's fine now. Let's show one example with conditional breakpoint. We can specify some condition. Let's say that if our book, let's put that over here. So we will stop execution at this line only if this list has three elements. We need to press right click on the breakpoint and we need to click on conditions. So we want to say whenever books.count is equal to 3, we will stop the execution of the program. Otherwise, we won't stop and program will execute without breakpoints. So let's confirm that quickly. So as you can see, we have three elements in our list and the execution stopped. But if I add one more book, let's say book 4, and I add that to the list by saying books.add book 4, our program won't stop because we have 4 books in the list right now. So let's confirm that, and as you can see, we haven't stopped execution at this line. So we successfully introduced debugging, and I hope that you understand the importance of it. So I guess that will be pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed, and see you in the next one.